Hello and welcome back to the Steam Workshop. My name is Mark and I'm the lead engineer on the Effie restoration for the Cleethorpes Coast Light Railway. I'm currently in my home studio just doing some CAD work, so a little bit of a change of scenery to end the week. But before we go through that, I'll take you through what else I've been up to this week.
So first thing this week, I have got the regulator seated. So the regulator valve is down now in, the snorkel is placed in, that needs trimming to length, and I've also started manufacturing a brand new spindle. Onto the other end, I have got the pipe poking out the front. That needs to be in its final resting place so I can bring in the next component, which is the new regulator boss. Now this was quite a mission, a lot of head scratching, but yeah, big chunk of stainless steel turned into this massive boss to bolt into the front of the regulator. Job done. Next, we have got the steam pipes. So this is the delivery pipes to the valve chests with it's going to be a conical union on the top. Just knocking things out of the way. But yeah, conical union on the top, and then the elbow will then lead into a pipe which comes around the smoke box and up to the top manifold. And with regards to the exhaust pipes, I have got some fittings started, and I've got elbows ready to be adapted. This is all weld up equipment, so I'm welding all the fittings here. So I need to trim these to make them fit into those gaps on both sides. Next, we have got the axle oilers. So the oil pots were made previously, and I have made and attached the lids to them. Now I know how much space I had underneath the boiler. These were nice and relatively simple to make. Just two big flaps of brass, all polished up, looking absolutely beautiful. Over here, we have the dismantled lubricator. So I'm using the original lubricator that came with Effie. I have totally stripped it down. The clutch bearings in it were all full of really old grease which had dried out. So that's all been cleaned out. All the paint has been removed, nice and degreased, and a good coating of rust converter has gone on to the bodywork. Just got to apply a lick of paint next week and get it all back together. Final bit of work at the Steam Workshop this week was these lovely little oil pots that almost look like Lego heads, but they have got a brass cap, which I'm just grabbing a spanner to remove. And under here, the only thing I've got left to do to these is to add a siphon pipe. So it needs a small length of copper pipe adding into the middle, which comes up into the lid area so that it doesn't have the oil draining out from the bottom. It uses a wick to feed the oil. But for now, they're all polished up and looking lovely. As I say, just a little bit of pipe needed, job done.
So the first bit of CAD I was getting up to, I've gone from the cardboard phase through the plywood phase. Now I'm into the computer phase of the design process. And here we have the new boiler support plate. There's going to be one of these at the front and one of these at the back of the smoke box on Effie. There is little cutouts here in this portion that lives beneath the frames. So these tabs are actually going to interface with these little brackets to better support the boiler. So there's going to be 4 of these in total. So I'm going from 2 M12 bolts up to 8 M10 bolts to further clamp this boiler down to Effie. When it comes to these plates, I intend on using 2 of these just so I have a matched measurement. I will have to cut off one end on the rear plate, or sorry, the ends of the rear plate once I have them in place and I've got my cover plates made. I will need to cut these pieces off because there's just not the space for them. So yeah, they're going to be sacrificed on one of the plates, so the rearmost plate on the boiler. But for now, I'm going to be making 2 of these so that I can then form the plate work, which is going to sit on those flange faces. So the other thing that I have designed is new guide irons for Effie. The original ones on the locomotive had been cut down to a point where they were almost useless. The purpose of the guide iron is to ideally stop anything going under the wheels. So they act as a little bit of a protector for the wheels. So if they're not long enough, you can end up with things like branches, logs, any other debris on the track getting underneath the tyres, potentially derailing the locomotive. So it's really quite important that these are correct. So the forwardmost is now going to be on a T bracket. Before, it was sharing mounting bolts with the cylinders. I want this to live on its own mounting bolts. So if you ever do need to remove them for any reason, there's just 3 bolts on each side. You can pop them off, especially for loading and unloading locomotives. Guide irons can really get in the way of ramping. So these will be easily accessible bolts, readily removable should the needs arise. On the rear, I have got to create a notch on them, which is where the breakaway shaft bearings are. I'm just going to leave them solid for now, and I will trim them to suit when they arrive. I also have not put holes for bolts in that one because I am just going to transfer the original bolt holes. So I'm just going to repurpose the bolt holes on the rear. On the front, it's getting new holes because it is going to be on a new mounting location. But for now, that's the design work done. I've also got my dimensions ready and my angles ready. So having to go back to school, haven't done trigonometry in 30 years. So I've had to find out my bend angles for those. There's going to be 2 bends in each side, all different bend angles. So I've had to go back to school, learn a little bit of trigonometry. Thankfully, internet calculators are a massive help. But yeah, I've got that taken care of. So they're ready to send off to the metal cutters. And that basically sums up this week at the Steam Workshop. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you all next time.